In the name of God, the compassionate, the merciful. I am going just to repeat or review or give an exercise, something like an exercise or review the whole stress materials to you. We said that in English we have got stress. We said English is a stress language, and we said that French is not a stress language. So if you actually put stress on the proper syllable, they say that you are going to talk in your good English. But if you are not putting good stress on the syllables, they say that your English is not good. Okay, this is number one. We said that what is stress? We said stress is a combination of three things at the same time. Number one, the syllable is louder. Number two, the syllable is higher in pitch. And number three is that the syllable receives longer duration. These are the three things. On this page, we have got two examples of the word with perfect and perfect, where the word perfect receives stress on the first syllable and the word perfect as a verb receives on the second syllable. So if you say it is perfect, you say it is perfect, you put the stress on the first syllable. But if you want to say something in order to perfect something, you put the stress on the second syllable. Okay? I gave another example today about the word digest. Digest. Now I'm going to give you another example. In English, we can say address and address. If you say address, it's a noun or an adjective. It's a noun. So we say, what's your address? What's your address? Where do you live? What's your address? I live in, for example, Tehran. You live, suppose, in Baghdad, okay? So we say, what's your address? Okay? What street, okay, do you live in? Okay? It's like this. So we say, what's your address? You don't say address, okay? But you say the president was addressing people, okay? Or the president was addressing the nation, okay? You don't say address, you say address. You don't say address, you say address. Well, let us go to page 244 and a kind of repetition of the same materials for you. I'm just going to repeat the same things for you, okay? A couple of more pages and here, okay? So here again we have the same thing. Well, for the word perfect, pervert and pervert, or subject or subject. And these are examples. I'm just repeating. If you say my neighbor is a pervert, my neighbor is a pervert, the word pervert acts as a noun, as you see here. Or you say, don't pervert the idea. Don't pervert the idea. What does it mean? The word pervert has got the stress on the second syllable. Well, I told you that you are going to use your good English in order to understand, or you are going to go to online and find materials like this in order to have a good exercise in the stress of these two types of words. Well, what is it? The second example is subject and subject. Again, the examples are like this. So we say, let's change the subject. Let's change the subject. Okay? Well, it is a noun. But when you say he'll subject us to criticism, as I told you, the stress is on the second syllable and it's a verb. Okay? Other examples are like this. Well, when we have two stresses there, one big stress called primary stress and another stress which is called a secondary stress. You can find the secondary stress here, down here, okay? So primary stress, okay, one line to the last, and secondary stress, the last line before the list, okay? Now let us say resignation, okay? Resignation, how is it? It's like this, that the first syllable receives a secondary stress, and the third syllable receives primary stress. And these are other examples. Fundamental, linguistics, introductory, systematic, revolution. Well, each time you are looking for a word, be very careful. Be very careful to talk about where to put the stress. When you check your dictionary, check the system of the stress in your dictionary to see which part of the word receives the stress. This is important for you, very important for you. Why? Because you want to talk in English, because you want to teach English, okay? And the students are going to see how good your English is, So this is so important for you to have the stress. This is the end of the discussion, and I'll just go to the third part of my presentation to talk about, sentence phrase and stress.